We're both in love with this gun.
We absolutely love this gun.
So this is the FXS-9, imported by ATI. When we first touched this gun, we're like, okay, awesome, another import gun coming from Turkey. It's not like everybody else doesn't have one of these guns laying around, but it is insane what this gun feels like. So it feels very, very similar to me to an FN-509.
Oh yes.
Sight radius on it is very similar to a 509. But the one thing that I really love about it, because I'm a CZ fanboy, it takes CZ75 mags. And actually, out of the box, it comes with a Metgar CZ75 mag. That's a 17-round mag. You can run all the CZ mags in it, so the comp 25-rounders, you can put those in there and everything. Overall, though, you have the trigger pull on this thing is fantastic too. And this is one of the most fun guns out of the box I've shot in a long time. I think since the Canik, really. We'll show some video on that, but I shot this thing extremely well, and that's why it's ranked #1. That and the price point. This gun retails for about $250. It is insane the value you get with this gun because it feels phenomenal. And the one thing you always worry about with import guns is their durability and how long they'll last. This specific gun is from our rental rack. This specific gun has about 3,500 rounds through it, ballparked. Probably more, but I wanted to be generous about it. Not a single fail to feed, not a single stovepipe, not a single jam. Out of the box, this gun ran flawlessly, and I cannot say enough good things about it, especially for the price point. It's almost like they said, Canik, hold my beer. Right? and they tried to make another gun similar to what Canik did, and they did a really good job. It's a Turkish-made pistol. It feels really good in the hand. It might be a little heavier than a Canik, but it's also a full-size gun, so I don't mind that.
Right.
Takedown's a little bit more difficult than a Canik. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna be as easy as a Canik where you just pop a thing and slide it off. But it takes down similar to a Springfield with a takedown lever here. But I'll stop drooling on it and put my DNA on it and give it to Jimmy so he can give you an idea.
First thing I noticed was these sights. These sights, I mean, they just pop. I mean, when you grab a hold of this thing and you look down the barrel, you're seeing those sights. It's not a problem to see them at all. First time I pulled the trigger on this thing, I shot one of our competitions, and I shot the same competition with my X5 Legion that I'm very comfortable with, and only did about 5 shots bad. I think I got 5 points more than I did with this.
Which is not 5 bullets. That is the difference of one bullet hitting one zone versus another.
Exactly. A couple of different bullets, and I shot this almost as well as my X5 Legion I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, but you could buy 4 of those for one
three
each.
of them. But absolutely, I mean, I'm in love with this gun. I think everyone should have one. That's what I tell all my friends. I mean, this is one that it will be in my Jeep for a long time. And I have one in almost every room in my house because I can afford to do so and I shoot it well. Can't say enough great things about this, and I encourage you all to put your hands on this, pull the trigger, and tell me I'm wrong.
And it is the second most rented gun at the rental counter going into the range. And I think that's mostly because everybody here is a big fan of it. You know, the #1 gun that we rent out here is the SIG 365 XL because it's the #1 sold gun in the country because it's the #1 carry gun in the country. Everyone wants to try it before they buy it. But going in and plinking and having fun, everybody wants to go rental cabinet, rent a Glock, rent a Springfield, rent a SIG, whatever it may be. But for this to sit there and actually live among the kings and be the top of the mountain as far as what's rented was surprising to us.
Yep.
But I think it's a lot because our staff, hey, try this out. Right? Because it's a phenomenal gun.
And then they go home and tell their friends.
Yeah.
Go try that thing out. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, everything about this just feels good. It feels like an extension of your hand.